What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mark Howard. You know what time it is. You know what we do. We talk Cowboys, even when I'm in the car. Just wanted to say today before I head across town, go to my practice. So it's Thursday. Started the football week. We don't play tonight. We play Sunday, of course. Tonight is the Rams and the 49ers, but who cares? Well, I got to kind of care because it's going to affect the traffic when I drive back. But anyway, howsoever, we're focused on our Cowboys traveling to New York to play the Jets. Hey, we're familiar with the travel, same stadium, same location. Only difference is the paint going to be different on the ground and one in the end zone. And we'll be stomping on that a few times. Looking at now to today, we're going to cover the our offense against their defense. But first, I want to go into the injuries. The injuries have kind of added up a little bit, at least the report has. Again, of course, Tyler Booker is out. CeeDee Lamb is out. Cavante Turpin, as I saw before, was added on the list with his foot. It's a foot sprain, but it is considered more serious than I realized. And he probably could miss this week. There's a sighting. He's getting treatment on it, going through everything there. But it's likely that he probably will need to sit a game. It's a foot sprain. In season, those are kind of tricky on those sprains, as opposed to an ankle, which again, that's what Booker and Lamb have. With a foot sprain, sprain's a sprain. It's damage to the area. Pros and stuff like that, they got to play on it. But a smaller frame guy like Turpin relies on his speed. He relies on his speed and cuts and changes of direction. And so he relies on his feet, the lower extremities. He may play. It's probably going to be a weekend or maybe game time decision. But that'll be a tough blow. Again, like I said, I'm liking him in that slot. I'm liking him to be the full-time slotter once CeeDee Lamb gets back, or at least starting the game and getting more reps in that slot area. This is a time I actually looking at that will we see Jadon Blue? Coaches are like that. I know me coaching, it's about trusting. Football is definitely more so about that. I've coached youth football. I'll give you that, and played football before back in the day in high school. But when it gets to this level here, it's about that trust. And Jadon Blue has to continue to earn it if he is earning it. He has explosive speed. He's a fifth-round pick, so it's kind of always slight on whether you'll go with him or not. The running backs have been doing well. Williams. Also, we don't know about Miles Sanders, who's another person on the list. He's listed as doubtful or questionable. Excuse me. He's listed as questionable, which is more positive than doubtful. So we want to be clear on that. With the same type of running burst, quick, shifty guy who can break it to the house from 99 yards. Is Miles Sanders, and so Jadon Blue provides that same kind of different burst as opposed to Javonte Williams, who's got good burst, but he hits that hole. He's got a little more size. He put a little more punishment, breaks some tackles. He's not as shifty. So we're looking at that there. Also, with the injuries, as far as our players go, we have Tyler Guyton. Excuse me. We have so many damn Tylers. I don't want to mess up. Hell, I even got a daughter named Tyler. So, but Tyler Guyton with the concussion, still waiting to see that. That's going to be tricky because with Smith that we're using, I think they were hoping to maybe start getting him on that right tackle. Well, I don't know what the Cowboys are hoping. I think a lot of people from the outside that are looking are hoping to see Smith play that right tackle over Steele. And if Guyton is not able to go, then that means Steele has to stay there, and Smith takes Guyton's place. Now, speaking of a line, what was surprising that entered in on the chart, the injury report rather, Another Tyler, the wrong Tyler, Tyler Smith, our best lineman. But from the reports and things that I'm hearing about for Tyler Smith is that this knee is something they knew about. It's a tendonitis thing that he is dealing with, and he's dealing with some pain with it, some soreness with it. So they went ahead and listed him on the injured list, but they'll take care of him, treat him, and I don't think that they're really too fearful that he's in danger of missing. But since he's on there, you got to go. You never know. So we're hoping for the best for Tyler Smith. It's getting thin. You know, we do well with our linemen, backup linemen. They're not the best, you know, and they're backups for a reason. But they're not just complete, just run them over. The Jets are going to have a pretty decent defensive line there. So we want to be at our best in any game, but we want to be at the best that we can be considering the situation. So Tyler Smith, I'm wishing him well, wishing him health. Don't want him out there too soon neither, because don't want to lose him for the long haul. We just got to win some games now, so we got to put weeks together. And this is a couple of weeks that we have a chance to do it. So those injuries there. As far as anyone else, Mingo came off the injured reserve. He practiced slightly. Also, Maffa was coming off the injured reserve list, but I think he practiced. The Hopes is looking for Siobhan Ravel, the rookie cornerback. I hear people looking to see it be help in the secondary. I'm not counting on a rookie that had no training camp, that hasn't played football at all in a total year now, in 12 calendar months. He hasn't played football. And then and he's coming from the college game to the program. The Marvin Overshown's coming from at least playing NFL games last year. Did some NFL games. That's still not a guarantee with him. But to come from college? Come on. He has no in tuneness to the speed and the situation with the pros. Kalen Carson. And I'm not trying to be funny, but it's just like he's just forever injured. He was listed to come off the injured reserve, but I don't see that he practiced or worked out. I think he has something serious or something that's reoccurring that's just not healing for him, or just needs more time. And I don't know how much time we're going to have for him, but as far as his body is concerned, it's going to require more time. So the injury list is getting a little longer, but this is football. We're not the only ones. No one's crying for us. This is where you draft. This is where you coach. You know, you coach to add some level of depth, and we do have some decent depth in our line. I'm not mad about even with our receivers. We're not great, but we still have George Pickens. We have a good number one that's going to draw defensive attention. He's going to at least draw. Pickens is going to at least draw Sauce Gardner. So with the injuries, we got to deal with that. I don't want to get too far ahead. So that's the injury report there. Now let's get to the matchups here. Our offense, which is blazing. we have the feast or famine team. So as I said, yes, we talked about our defense. But statistically, we got the worst defense in the NFL. There's no doubt about that. Didn't even need to see statistics. Just the eye test tells you that. But also, same thing goes for offense. We got the best offense, production-wise. Putting up points, running well, and passing well. Dak is having an amazing effort here in the year so far. As a quarter of the season. Just 1/4 of the 4 quarters of the season's gone by. But I look at us as far as what we could do with a balanced attack. Their defense is middle of the road. They're giving up about 330 yards per game total. Passing wise, they're giving up 200. Their secondary is their strength, with especially having Sauce Gardner, one of the best corners in the game. Now he'll draw the assignment to George Pickens, of course, and that's good and bad. You know, having Gardner on him, you got your best corner, but that takes him away per se, and allows some of the other receivers that I think are talented, even though we're we may not have Turpin, but I like this. I'm seeing what Tolbert's doing. I'm not trying to boost Tolbert to be anything bigger. He's been what he is, but he's not a bum. I think he's just an okay number 2. And then Flournoy. You know, this is a time to see if Mingo is ready to go, if he's in shape and ready to go this Sunday. If his injury ended enough where he could have got himself in shape in time for the ending of his IR stint, then he can come in on the field. And let's see, we we gave up a draft pick. We gave up a 4th-round draft pick for this guy. So he's going to play. He's going to have to prove himself. He's going to get the opportunity. So receiving core, I'm not happy with the injuries and everything like that, especially losing Turpin on top of that. But I'm okay with that. Don't get me wrong. I like Sauce Gardner, but he ain't gonna shut George Pickens down. It's just George Pickens got to be alert and be on his game. Schemes have got to work to make the matchups in his favor. I do like that being set up with our ability to run. That's where I think we can do well. They're giving up 130 yards rushing. That's about what we're averaging. So if we can hit that around 5 yards a pop with Javonte Williams really bearing down. Look, the running game is always important to us too as well, because running game means we're eating up clock and we're on the field more time than, say, the other team. That's the goal. That's the idea, because it only takes one play for a team to score on us. So running attack. Now passing attack, like I said, they're giving about 200 yards a game, which is middle of the road. I don't think they faced, remembering their schedule, don't think they faced offense to our firepower, even though we're number 1 ranked. I'm just saying what we can bring to the table. They're not coming with, and I'm not here to, even with our line being a little banged up, they're not coming with a scary defensive line like we dealt with the Packers. So I liken us into, they're better run blockers. I liken us to be able to open up holes and run, create some play action, and be able to methodically move down the field on them and have all of our options available, because they're not going to be able to cover everything. Keep our defense on the field and keep our defense off the field, keep our offense on the field, keep our offense scoring. Again, with our offense, Dak is having a very good year so far. And I have every bit of confidence that he can pick them apart. He's smart. He knows, he's a veteran. He knows what to do. I see his passing being more confident. He's willing to throw the ball to Pickens and let Pickens go get the ball. That's not been his strength as a quarterback coming up. He's the kind of quarterback that I've seen before that can throw accurately, throw well, but he needs you to be open. He needs you to win that battle in that sense. Now he's putting the ball to the spot and let the receiver go get it. He's thrown some passes to Pickens and gotten used to it, especially with this could be a blessing in disguise for when CD gets back, because Dak and Pickens are getting that quarterback receiver relationship together. And now it's more trust. It's like, hey, look, I can have one with a safety coming over. I put it in the right spot and just put up there. Pickens is going to go make a play on it. He's 9 times out of 10 going to win that battle. Worst case scenario is just going to be an incomplete pass. And with CD and his ability to go get the ball, we could be more dangerous. We can definitely be more dangerous. Now, I mentioned before about the rookie, Jadon Blue. He hasn't been activated through these weeks. If Kevontae Turpin is not going to play, I'm pretty sure he's going to be activated. If Miles Sanders is not able to go, then I'm pretty sure he's going to be activated. One, or definitely both, but at least one of those guys not being there. Because Jadon Blue can catch the ball. He can play. He can serve as a slot coming off the backfield in some offensive packages. And again, as far as speed goes, Kevontae Turpin has been considered the fastest guy in the NFL. But Jaden Blue runs a 4.140. So I'm willing to see him and Turpin go at it. Speed for speed wise, he can house it. He can definitely take it to the house. The coach has got to trust that he knows what he's doing and understands what he's got to do, and be able to maybe set some things up, or understand and realize what plays, what sets, what situations he is good at, and put him in those positions and allow him to flourish, allow him to play with some confidence, allow him to gain confidence to play with. Jets defense, like I said before, they don't have the type of defensive line that we had to deal with Green Bay. Obviously, they don't have a Micah Parsons. They don't have the defensive line as their shared stadium mates the Giants have coming. We've had to block that and be prepared for that. So I'm confident enough that won't be the problem. It can be, don't get me wrong, because teams are going to come up with stuff to try to find something to us. You know, and every day and every week is different. But I'm confident in us, in our line, being able to do well more often than not, to allow the run to set the tone. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, that's what I'm thinking about right there. So, what can you say? You know, Jerry Jones, I was talking about all this stuff about help is coming and all this stuff like that, man. Sure. Make a move, make a trade, get somebody. Make a move, make a real move. You freed up money by not getting Micah. You got 2 first-round picks. You don't have to use them, but either way, use that to get somebody. Get a veteran, help the defense. So, we'll see. We will see. So, that's what I'm looking at with us. It's the Jets. It's a winnable game. Of course, last time we went to the Jets, we had to pull something out. I think one time before that, we went to the Jets and they were winnable, and they beat our ass. So, any given Sunday. But I like our chances in this game. I'll give my prediction and what I think about what's going on in the game tomorrow, of course. Definitely appreciate everybody watching the show. Again, please subscribe. Please like. Please share. Appreciate you watching. This doesn't work without you. I love hearing myself talk, but when I'm doing this, I want some other people to hear me and hopefully enjoy what I have to say. It's the Cowboys. You either enjoy loving it or you enjoy hating on it. Okay? But it's the Cowboys. America's team. I'm sitting out here in my car in the front lawn with cars passing by. Let me get myself up out of here. Again, appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody. And this is Mark Howard. We talk Cowboys here. I appreciate you talking with me or listening with me. Peace.